Ready, bolt, aim, pop, ho.
The Hall County Sheriff's Office Honor Guard was organized in 1991, originally with only 4 members who basically comprised a color guard. Since then, in that 16-year time, we've been able to expand to a 20-member team that consists of not only our regular members, but 2 bagpipers, 2 buglers, and a mounted unit utilizing horses and a caisson.
Primary duty of the Hall County Sheriff's Office Honor Guard is to provide funeral services for slain or fallen officers. In light of the military operations around the world, we've been asked to provide those funeral services for retired veterans. We also are the what you might say is the public face of the Sheriff's Office. We represent the Sheriff and the department as a whole at public functions around the county.
We had known of the National Honor Guard competition that is held every year, coinciding with the Police Week in Washington, D.C. That same year, one of our deputies, Deputy Tim White, died as a result of injuries that he sustained in a car accident while responding to a call. So we took the opportunity to go to Washington and compete in the competition, not only to honor our department, but in honor of Tim's memory. We knew before we went to Washington that we wanted to take something up there that was on a little bit higher level than the normal drill and ceremony that we usually do. One of our members, Deputy Charles Wallace, is a graduate of North Georgia College and was a member of the Blue Ridge Rifle Team. So about 8 months before we were to go to Washington, Charles started training us in the spinning and throwing of rifles and different things that took our drill and ceremony up a couple of notches. So for about 8 months prior to going 2 to 4 times a week, we let Charles train us on the spinning and twirling of rifles and just some different things that put a little more showmanship into what we're normally accustomed to. And I will say that most of that time that the members put into it was their own time. And it's just a reflection of how dedicated they were to this endeavor.
The National Honor Guard competition is actually referred to as the Steve Young Honor Guard competition. It occurs on the second Sunday in May, as in conjunction with the Law Enforcement Police Week in Washington, D.C. It has 3 main events. There's a uniform inspection, a colors presentation, and a drill phase. The event lasts pretty much all day. Usually there's somewhere between 22 and 24 teams, and it's hosted by the Fraternal Order of Police National Chapter.
In 2007, the Hall County Sheriff's Office Honor Guard placed 3rd in the national competition in Washington, D.C. We did so behind the first place team, Nashville, Tennessee Police Department, and the second place team, Phoenix, Arizona Police Department. So we were proud that we were held with those 2 major metropolitan agencies.
There was certainly an immense amount of pride, both individually for the officers that had competed based on their effort and the time and work they had put into this. But I think also they felt an enormous sense of pride about the reflection it made on the Sheriff's Department as a whole.